Hello everyone, good morning. So some people has joined, so I'm starting the session. Then when other people will join, I will keep adding them. So first, let me tell you something about like how the session will go on. I will I think you all know that this session is about like the quiz session on Age of Chaucer. So first, I will tell you the I will ask questions and on the Age of Chaucer. And another thing I want to add that here I will not give you any options like exam, because here option is like for guesswork, but I don't want any guesswork here because this is for testing your knowledge. And then I will also tell you the answer of the questions those you like you don't know. And I'm also recording the session, so like I'm telling this because so you don't need to like write down questions or something. You will get this in YouTube also. So like should I start now? Like I will start asking questions. Please someone respond.
Okay, so question will be free, na? Everyone can answer, right?
Yeah, like you can unmute yourself and answer, or like whoever if anyone wants to write the answer in the in the comment section or like inbox message what is there, so give answers. I will ask the question, then I will ask you to give answers, then you will get your time and answer. Okay, it's clear.
Yes.
Okay. Then let's start with a easy question on Age of Chaucer. So the first question is how many pilgrims are there in the Canterbury Tales written by Chaucer?
31.
And any other? Okay, 29.
29 or 32.
Yeah, it's 29. The right answer is 29.
29 excluding Chaucer.
I think including, okay, I think including Chaucer.
No, including Chaucer, it is 30.
Including Chaucer.
So far as I know.
Okay, then I have to check it. Then I will
There is
later.
confusion because some place I found 31 pilgrims.
No,
It is really 31, confusing. In 31 William J. Long, it is written 32.
Please repeat, Devabrata. I can't hear you.
In William J. Long, it is written 32. It is really confusing question. Some in some places 29 and all.
Yeah, actually, most of the cases I have seen 29. And can anyone check like what is Wikipedia saying like in Google? It can anyone check, and then we can be sure about it. Even like there can be also it can also be false, like in Wikipedia there sometimes there is wrong information. So let's most of the cases we see 29, so I have to check that this 29 is including Chaucer or excluding Chaucer, so I have to look at that. So after looking at, I will let you know in the Telegram group. And does anyone remember that what is written in Edward Albert? Like Edward Albert's book in of history of English literature. Okay, I will check
No,
it then.
no, but if you want, I can share it. The William J. Long's.
I have that William J. Long book. Okay, I will check it, no problem, and I will see that. Okay. So
There is written 32.
okay, then it's really confusing because most of the cases I have seen it is written 29, and you guys are saying like 30 and 31 are there. Okay, then it's a confusing question. Later we will check it together, like what are the sources, then we will give the answer of this question. Now let's jump to the next question, that how many tales are there in Canterbury Tales?
24. 24.
Yeah,
Completed.
24 tales are there. Among them 20 are finished and 4 are unfinished. Remember that, because like
4 are partially unfinished.
yeah 4 are partially unfinished. Okay, then the next question is who is called the morning star of Renaissance?
Chaucer.
Yeah, it's an easy question, like many of you know that it's Chaucer. And who is called the morning star of Reformation?
John Wycliffe.
Yeah, it's John Wycliffe. And the next question is, who is called the father of English poetry? It's a very easy question, like all of you maybe know the answer.
Obviously, Chaucer.
Obviously Chaucer, yeah. And the next question is, the War of Roses began in which year? No, 1337. It's like it's peasants revolts year. It's not War of Chaucer's War of Roses year.
I know, but I forget right now.
Yeah, because the years are confusing. Sometimes we forget it. So nobody. It's 1455. The War of Roses began in 1455, and the Peasants' Revolt started in 1337, which Devolina typed. And the next question is, the predominant form of Christianity in Chaucer age. Like, what was the predominant form of Christianity in Chaucer's age? Because you know that separate types of Christianity is there, like Catholicism and Protestantism. So what kind of which form was there in Chaucer's age?
Catholicism, I think.
Yeah, it's Catholicism. And please remember, like, all of the questions I'm telling, these questions are most of, like, these questions were asked in many universities previous year entrance exam question paper. So these questions are very important, like these questions were asked in exams also. So let's jump to the next question. Next question is, Wycliffe's Bible is the translation of which text? Like that Bible he translated, that was written in which text? Like which language?
Latin Vulgate. Vulgate.
Yeah, it's Latin. It's Latin. You guys are right. And then, which of Chaucer's work celebrates Valentine's Day? It's an interesting question.
Fowls of
Yeah, you are
Parliament of Love.
yeah, exactly. Parliament of Fowls. So Deepak
Yeah.
was like close, but you
Yeah.
forgot the name. It's okay. It's okay. When you will see the options, you can answer this. Like if options were given, so it's okay. Then next questions. What is the other name of Thomas More's Utopia? Or subtitle, whatever you can say. Anyone? Okay, then I am telling the answer. So it is the Kingdom of Nowhere. So the other name of Utopia is the Kingdom of Nowhere. If you cannot understand any my voice or something, any answer, please tell me. Then I will type the answer in the comment box. And the next question is, Chaucer lived during when Chaucer's lifetime was in the span of three monarchies, like three monarchs. So what are those three monarchs in which during their reigns Chaucer lived? Three monarchs are there.
Edward the Third, Richard the Second, and Henry the Fourth.
Yeah, correct. So it's true. And then the next question is, who described Chaucer as the well of English undefiled?
Spencer.
Yeah, it's Spencer. And the next question is, which Chaucer is born our real poetry? Who told this about Chaucer?
Arnold. Matthew Arnold.
Yeah, Matthew Arnold. And who said, if Chaucer is the father of English poetry, he is also the grandfather of English novel?
G.K. Chesterton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true, G.K. Chesterton. And who said that Chaucer is the earliest of the great moderns?
Edward Albert?
No, it's Matthew Arnold.
Matthew Arnold.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Matthew Arnold. And which book is called the Prologue to the Renaissance?
Fairy Queen?
No.
Canterbury Tales?
No. Any other?
Utopia?
Yes. Utopia. It's Utopia. And the next question is, how many pilgrims in Chaucer's Canterbury Tales represent the knighthood class?
Prioress, knight, a square.
How many then?
I think 4.
No, it's 3. 3 pilgrims represent knighthood class.
Okay.
And how many women characters are there in the prologue of Canterbury Tales?
3.
Yeah, it's 3. And the next question is, which poet wrote a famous poem mourning the death of Chaucer? Anyone? So the answer is Occleve. Occleve mourned the death of Chaucer in his book The Governal of Princes. Remember this? So Occleve in Governal of Princes mourned Chaucer's death. And who introduced heroic couplet into English? It's an easy question. I think you...
Chaucer.
Yeah, Chaucer. And can you tell that in which book he first used heroic couplet?
The Legend of Good Woman, I think.
Yeah, exactly. The Legend of Good Women. So there, I will ask 2 questions more. So these 3 are like, in Legend of Good Women, Chaucer first used heroic couplet. And can you tell me that in which book Chaucer first used Ottavaraima?
Sorry, can you repeat again?
In which book Chaucer first used Ottavaraima? So the answer will be Book of Duchess. The Book of Duchess. And another question is, in which book Chaucer first used rhyme royal? So these 3 questions are quite confusing. I used to get a lot more confused in these 3 questions.
Canterbury Tales. Canterbury Tales, rhyme royal.
No. In Canterbury Tales, he used heroic couplet. And in Troilus and Cressida, he first used a rhyme royal. So please remember this. In Legend of Good Women, he first used heroic couplet. And in the Book of Duchess, he first used Ottavaraima. And in Troilus and Cressida, he first used rhyme royal. These 3 are like a bit confusing. And in Canterbury Tales is also written in heroic couplet. And the next question is, which is the longest tale in Canterbury Tales?
Knight's Tale.
Yeah, it's the Knight's Tale. And let's go to the other authors also in the age of Chaucer. So what was the subtitle of the work The Piers the Plowman? Anybody? The subtitle of Piers the Plowman is A Vision. A Vision is the subtitle. Okay. And now the next question is, what was the first published work of Chaucer? What was the first published work of Chaucer? Anyone who joined? So the first published work by Chaucer is the Book of Duchess. Question. During Middle English period, many words were borrowed in English from 2 languages. So what are the 2 languages from which many words were borrowed in English in this age?
Latin and French.
Yeah, exactly. Latin and French. And the next question is, how many legends of good women could Chaucer complete in his book The Legend of Good Women? How many legends are there in that book?
9.
Yeah, it's 9. And the next question is, modern English emerged from which dialect?
East Midland dialect.
Yeah,
East Midland.
East Midland dialect, and this dialect used to be used by Chaucer. So Chaucer used to use this East Midland dialect. And the next question is, Thomas More's Utopia was originally written in Latin and was translated into English. So my question is, in which year this translation happened? So in which year this work was translated in English?
50-51.
Yeah, exactly, 50-51. I'm very happy to see that you guys are answering most of the questions. It's very good. So let's go to the next question. Next question is, who was called the pro Shakespeare, and by whom? You can also tell if you know.
Thomas Occleve.
Thomas Hayhood. Thomas Hay pro Shakespeare. Yeah, if like options were given, then you could give the like right answer. And it is like who said? Charles Lamb said about Thomas Hayhood this. And the next question is, in which month Chaucer's pilgrims went for the pilgrimage?
April.
Yeah, exactly, April. And now the next question is, capital of Thomas More's Utopia. In the book Thomas More's Utopia, like what was the capital of the place Utopia?
I know, but I forgot.
Yeah, I understand. Like any other, like I don't want to give options here, like any other. Okay, it's Amarut. Amarut, and the spelling is
Yes.
Amaurote. Amarut. Amarut is the capital of Utopia. And the next question is, mystery plays deals with which theme?
Saints and sainthood.
Yeah, it deals with biblical themes, and miracle plays deals with the life of the saints and all. Okay, so mystery plays deal with biblical themes, like the themes of Bible, like many stories of Bible. And morality plays, you know about, I think, like every man, so like moral things, I think you know about. And which is the oldest English drama, like among, so here I'm giving the option, so like miracle plays, mystery plays, morality plays, okay, then three options are there. So among these three, which and other is interludes, so four options are there. So like what was the oldest English drama among this?
I think mystery play.
No, it's miracle plays.
Okay.
Okay, and next is next question. What was the metrical form used in Gower's Confessio Amantis?
Rhyme Royal.
No, it's octosyllabic couplets. Okay, and let's see next questions. Who brought Petrarchan sonnet to England?
Thomas Warden.
Yeah, exactly. Thomas Watt and Olive Sare, we can say. And so as you say, like when we talk about the sonnet, so two names comes, Thomas Watt and Earl of Surrey. So can you please tell me that what was the name of Earl of Surrey?
Henry Howard.
Exactly, Henry Howard. Henry Howard was the name of Earl of Surrey. And like how many plays were written by Hayhood? Can you tell? Like Thomas Hayhood, I tell that he was called
More than 200. More than 200.
exactly, more than 200s. Now the next question is, do you know, actually I think this question is from becoming Anglo-Saxon or Old English period, till I'm asking. So in Old English poetry, what is thula? Thule. I think it's thula or thula, something would be the pronunciation. I'm not confident about the pronunciation, so the spelling is Thula. So what is this in Old English poetry? I think these questions were like maybe in the previous year question paper of Presidency University, I think. So it means a metrical list of names. So that is Thula. And which of the tales in Canterbury Tales is a beast fable?
Second and Priest Tale.
Now it's Nan's Praise Tale.
Okay, okay.
That's a beast fable. And do you know who are called lollards?
The follower of Wycliffe.
Exactly. The followers of Wycliffe is called are called lollard. And the next question is, what is the meaning of the word lollard?
Reformers.
No, the exact meaning is mumbling of prayers. So this is the meaning of the word lollards. And the next question is, the use of railroad for sea and lifehouse for body are the exactly. Let me finish the question. You have given the right answer. So these are the examples of which literary technique. So you have given the right answer. It's kenning. Kenning is the literary technique used here. I'm really impressed with Deepak. He has given most of the answers. So Deepak, have you earlier joined my sessions? I think I haven't seen you earlier. Did you?
This is my first session.
Okay, okay, okay. Did I ask this question? The New Testaments were originally written in which language? Did I ask this?
Hebrew. Hebrew.
Hebrew. And what other said? I think he said
Hebrew.
no,
Hebrew.
no. It's Greek. The New Testament was originally written in Greek. And another question: when was the printing press started in England? The year?
1476. 1471. 1476.
Yeah,
William by
1476.
William Gaston. Okay,
William Caxton. So that was my next question. That it was started by whom? So you have already answered that, by William Caxton, and it was started in Westminster. And next question. I asked this question, that which dialect Chaucer used, that is East Midland. And now the next question is, name of the stories that was told by Chaucer during the pilgrimage. So there was two stories which were told by Chaucer. So which were those two stories?
Parson tell story of Melby and story of I don't know.
Yeah, one is right, the tale of Melby, but the Parson's Tale is not told by Chaucer. So the right answer is the tale of Melby and Sir Thopas Tale. So these two tales are told by Chaucer. And now the next question is, who is called the father of English history?
Albert.
No, it's not Albert, it's Bede. And the spelling is Bede.
Bede.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastical History of England.
Exactly. Yeah, he wrote this book. And this about like history kind of book, which were found in that age, because without that most of the books were like literature or kind of books, and that book was a history book. So for that he is called the father of English history. And another thing, that Matthew Arnold criticized, it's my next question actually. So Matthew Arnold criticized Chaucer's poetry, and he said that something is lacking in like in Chaucer's poetry. So what was that something? Like he claimed Chaucer's poetry lacked
Seriousness.
yeah, high seriousness. So like Matthew Arnold, so high seriousness was an important factor to be a good poet, like good to be a great poetry. So according to Arnold, so Chaucer's poetry lacks high seriousness. Okay, you have given the right answer. And other questions, who was the first writer of middle style? Like there were many style of writing. So who was the first writer of middle style? Anyone?
Ma'am, don't understand the actually question.
Actually, in like as Chaucer used to use East Midland dialect, so like that many kind of writing style or dialect were there in East, like in Chaucer's age, like in Middle English period. So who was the first writer to use middle style? So there is a like a kind of writing that is called middle style. So it was, I'm giving the answer. So it was, the writer was Sir Thomas More, who wrote Utopia. So he was the first writer to use middle style. Okay, now you understand?
Okay. Yeah.
And the next question is, there is an interlude that's called the 4 P's. So here, what does the 4 P's refer?
Pamular, Peddler, Pardoner, Pathakris.
Exactly, yeah, you are right. So these are the 4: Peddler, Pamar, Partner, Pothecary. So these are the 4 P's. And which dynasty was founded by Henry VII of England?
Tudor. Tudor.
It's Tudor dynasty. Yeah. And the next question is, who translated the New Testament into German for the first time?
William Tyndale.
No, it's not. Anyone else?
Miss Coverdale.
No, it's actually Martin Luther. Martin Luther translated into German for the first time.
Okay, German, okay.
Yeah, you all know about his name. Like I think Martin Luther is a common name. So religious controversies in England during 15th century led to the development of which kind of writing, like which genre you can say?
Drama.
No, it's actually English prose. Prose writing was developed in during the 15th century because of the religious controversies which was going on in England. And the next question is, it's a quote like, if gold rust, what shall iron do? Who said this? Anyone? Okay, it's Chaucer's line. So Chaucer said this. Who said about Chaucer's characters that here is a God's plenty?
Dryden. Dryden.
Yeah, it's Dryden. It's Dryden. Dryden said about Chaucer's character, here is God's plenty. And who said that Chaucer found his native tongue a dialect and left it a language? Who said about Chaucer this?
Johnson. Nello.
What is
Lewis. Lewis. Lewis.
Yeah, exactly. So that's Lewis said about this Chaucer, about Chaucer. So next question. Chaucer dedicated his work Troilus and Cressida to whom? Cressida.
Wife of John Gove. No, sorry.
Yeah, he dedicated this to John Gore. So you go to you are close to this. So he dedicated this to John Gore. He wrote which poem on the marriage of Richard II with Anne of Bohemia? Which one?
Book of Duchess. Book of Duchess.
No, Book of Duchess was written when I think the Duchess I can remember the name, when the Duchess of
Duchess of Blanche. This is Blanche.
Yeah, when he died. So when she died, so he wrote this work. Like who was Chaucer's patron? So when the Duchess of Chaucer's patron died, so he wrote the work, the Book of Duchess. And about the question I asked was, Chaucer wrote which poem on the marriage of Richard II? So the answer will be the Parliament of Fowls. Okay, so the Parliament of Fowls was written on the marriage of Richard II with Anne of Bohemia. And the next question is, the Confessio Amantis, which was written by Gower, so it was written in which language?
English.
Yeah, it's written in English. So he wrote 3 works, I think
Vox Calamities.
Confessio Amantis
In Latin.
Speculum I can't remember the name. What is that?
Speculus
Yeah,
Mendatis.
Speculus Meditantis or something. This kind of name was. So these three works are written by. One is Latin, one is French, and is in English. So Confessio Aventis was written in English. So next question. So which was the verse form introduced to England by Thomas Watt?
Sonnet.
Yeah, sonnet was the genre, and if you say that if I say that what was the verse form, then it would be iambic pentameter. So that is used in
Pentameter.
sonnet, of course. Okay, actually, these are the questions I had like together on the age of Chaucer. So I didn't understand that the session would like complete it this early. So then I would have collected like more questions. Like today's session is like I don't have more questions on age of Chaucer. So like what do you think? Like if you are interested in this session, so then I can carry on this like about the Elizabethan age. I have like lot of questions, so I have to divide it in two sessions. Like I can make a one session in particular on Shakespeare, because Shakespeare is very much important. There are a lot of questions, so the next session can be a quiz session on Shakespeare only. Then I can carry on like the quiz session on Elizabethan period. So are you interested? Then I can carry on this.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
First we need to make a session on university bits and their work.
University quiz, like do
Quiz.
you want a quiz session or like a discussion session?
First, it may better if you discuss on the universities. Then
But I have already
goes.
made a video on university quiz in my YouTube channel, so you can get that there.
Okay, ma'am.
So like
Then it will be better if you discuss on Shakespeare. Quiz on Shakespeare.
yeah, I will discuss like when I will make a separate quiz on Shakespeare, and about the questions on university ways I will ask them in the like I said that I will make another session on Elizabethan period. So there I will cover like other things like except Shakespeare. So there obviously it includes university ways. So there would be the questions from university ways.
Okay.
So
Ma'am, which date, ma'am, the quiz will be held?
I think I will go on like with Sunday, because I will also be free, and you guys I think will also be free. So we can do that in next Sunday if you guys all are okay with that.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
It was a great session, and you will get the recording of this session in YouTube also. You can check out that later if you wanna see those questions. So you can do that, and Deepak, I'm really proud of you. Like you gave like most of the answers. So carry on, keep studying. So thanks a lot for joining to all of you. It was a good session. So this was all for today. I hope we will meet next Sunday.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye.